All right. The World Bird Sanctuary has been censusing wintering bald eagles now since even before I started. I started with World Bird Sanctuary back in 1985, and I started censusing in the early 80s when the bald eagle was still way an endangered species. And we've flown a certain section of Mississippi River all of these years. We try and go up once a week or so for the winter months, and count all the bald eagles we see, basically from Alton to a little north of Quincy. And the population, if we saw 200 back in the early to mid 80s, it was really cool. But earlier this century, in the late 90s, if we didn't see 1,000 in that census area, we were disappointed. And now all of a sudden it's back down to 300 or 400 in that census area. And my theory is that the silver carp, the Asian carp, are destroying the bald eagle's main food source, which is the gizzard shad. And I believe that the silver carp are eating either their eggs or the very young gizzard shad. And you would hope anyway that one would replace the other, as far as there's billions of silver carp in the river now and hardly any gizzard shad. But the unfortunate thing for bald eagles is that when it gets cold, the silver carp go to the bottom of the river, and so the bald eagles can't access them as food for the winter months. The breeding bald eagles are doing great. We're up to 284 active pairs in Missouri now, and that's up 20 pairs from 2015. So when those silver carp are up close to the surface in the summer, the bald eagles feed on them all the time. But the wintering population is the population that we're worried about. All of these eagles that come down from central Canada, northern United States, they come down the Mississippi drainage system to get away from the cold and the ice. And St. Louis is traditionally the freeze-thaw line in this part of the nation, so the bald eagles always came about this far south to survive for the winter. And now their food source is all but gone. So we're hoping that a human market opens up with the silver carp, so that humans can start making a dent in the carp population to hopefully help the gizzard shad come back, and therefore the wintering bald eagle population.